Namaskaram to Gurudev and to one and all. My talk today is on Raal, how it has given me realization and awareness. Raal brings awareness in one, makes you realize that the core energy within you is one, that this body itself is not unique, be it animate or inanimate, all have pulsating energy and consciousness. Body is mostly flesh and bones. This awareness is at the gross physical level. That is, we are only aware of our body and we only function at that level of awareness. Raal initiation awakens us and gives us different levels of reasoning and different levels of awareness. It increases our levels of awareness regarding not only ourselves, but everything around us changes or increases. Now, to help you understand this, let me give you an example. Some 15 years ago, some crystals came into my life as gifts. I just considered them as decorative pieces and placed them on a table. A few months ago, I started being aware of their presence. Some pulsating energy was emanating from them. I started caring for them and paying more attention to them. I realized they were inanimate, but they had pulsating energy and I was drawn to them. All this happened after my initiation to Raal and practicing Raal constantly. I must emphasize, I am no expert on crystals. I only know they are used for cleansing, healing purposes. Learning Raal and practicing it allows me to have more awareness of everything around me. I have already started to use the crystals just to feel their beautiful, positive energy. Of late, when I'm reading or writing something important, I place a crystal in front of me. I feel very confident and relaxed, and the flow of thought, reasoning is smooth and continuous. Ra makes me aware that everything inanimate or animate has potential energy. Similarly, I have some small stone pebbles which can be easily held in the palm. These were used for some prayers to Mother Earth along the beach many, many years ago. I just didn't feel good leaving them behind on the beach. So I brought them home and just placed them on a shelf. After all these years, recently I am drawn to them. They are emanating energy, and I'm very aware of this energy. Learning Raal and applying it has led me to different realization and just is just one of them. Crystals, stones are all inanimate, but there is definitely energy in them. Raal made me aware of this. Tarot cards, oracle or angel card reading again They are just inanimate, but a lot of information is emanated from them as they send out messages. I have a few decks of oracle cards. Some 15, 20 years ago, I used them to do card reading. After 4 or 5 years, I just left the practice and the cards were kept safely in a cabinet. A few months ago, there was a great urge to connect to them. It really bugged me. So I took them, cleansed them, and used them to read. I used to read a card to myself every morning. I realized the energy will flow as per the conscious. Out of the blues, I was invited for an international tarot oracle card conference. This was from Hay House, the largest card producing company in the US. I was absolutely awestruck. How on earth was I chosen? Till today, it baffles me. The only conclusive answer, Raal is working out all this for me. The energy flow, the energy flows as per our consciousness for all of us. When we are open, we allow the energy to flow through us and serve the world to make it a better place. A lot of people want to do good things, but they are still struggling. As for me, things are really amazing and different. The flow has been so smooth that I get immediate results, almost instantaneous. Let us look at another aspect. I have always been working on helping the lower income Indian students for a very, very long time. When I was the assistant principal in a secondary school, especially in charge of student affairs, I tried my level best to help the students. It was an uphill task. Funds were so very difficult to come by. I couldn't get the support system in place and execution was stunted. 2 weeks ago, I received a video clip on my WhatsApp. This organization was formed to help Indian students from the lower income group. I just sent out this clip to a number of my friends asking for their help to carry out a similar project in our town of Dixon. About 20 odd friends responded in the positive to this appeal spontaneously and immediately. I called the organization to tell them that we would like to collaborate with them. A meeting has been arranged and we will be meeting very soon. 2 days later, an associate professor from a local university calls me to say she heard I'm helping Indian students from the lower income group and they would like to help us. Can you imagine my joy and wonder? I still cannot figure it out. How did they connect to me? All this is definitely the grace of my guru and Raal just flowing in and connecting me to the pertinent plug points. Amazing, isn't it? Raal initiation allows you to connect to your consciousness. The consciousness will direct the flow of energy as per natural law. By the practice of Raal, if you are in the public serving a society or any social organization or corporate organization where teamwork, productivity, and efficiency matters, the energy to work and receive a good response is immediate and smooth, as shown by the above examples. Raal allows me to expand, and so my life is definitely expanding. I am sharing love, kindness, and sympathy. I'm easily connecting to other human beings. There is no struggle. The energy seems to just flow. After Rao teaches initiation, my love and observations of birds has increased. I have started noticing the variety and number of birds around my house daily and almost all day long. I have stayed in this same house for 40 good years, and I have never noticed this many variety of birds in my compound. In the beginning, there were only the ordinary house sparrows, but the last couple of years, we have the miners, the pigeons, the wagtails, some yellow, green, and multicolored birds. The birds are around the house from dawn till dusk. They are chirping joyfully, dancing all day long. I am entertained by their sounds, their amazing movements, their activities as they fly high above in the sky. So very synchronized and perfect. My observation of the birds whilst they eat. The sparrow comes in groups of 4 or 6. They will eat first. Then all the other birds come, and these only come in pairs. They never fight for food. They wait, they take their turns so gracefully, so unlike the humans. When food, free food especially, is given, we scramble, we push, we fight. We want everything for ourselves. We have seen this scenario very clearly at the height of COVID. Then again, the crow flies alone, solo. But when he sees food, he will start crying out loud and clear to tell all his friends, as if telling them, hey, hey, there is food here. Come on, come all. Let us all enjoy the food. Will we humans do that? Birds seem to have much more humanity, patience, and the concept of sharing, patience, discipline than we humans. Similarly, when the lions make a kill, it only eats what it wants and what it needs and leaves the rest for others to feast on. Will we humans do that? We will hold it, keep all of it for I, me, myself. Just think, who is more noble? We humans or the birds or the animals? Have we ever stopped to think the trees, they breathe out oxygen and breathe in the unwanted carbon dioxide from us. Can you imagine a world where we humans breathe in oxygen and the trees too breathe in oxygen? Can you? How wonderful nature is, so kind and only doing good. And what do we humans do to them? Have you ever stopped to say thank you to the trees for giving us the much needed oxygen? How much we would have to pay for oxygen during the COVID times? And here we are getting free oxygen and we don't even bother to say thank you. Raal has made me ponder on all these situations and has brought more realization. Raal allows me to become more aware of nature and to flow with the energy. Another point of awakening and realization: my only child has gone to the US. Those days when she left us for her studies overseas, my husband and I missed her a lot. For weeks, I would be thinking only of her and crying. Today, I'm alone. I have let go of her. Oh, I do miss her very, very much. I miss her physical presence. But somewhere I have realized my spirit and energy is still very strongly with her, connected to her, even though she is thousands of miles away. I don't feel the void as I'm more emotionally balanced and much stronger emotionally because of my regular practice of Raal. Living alone, especially at the age of 75, isn't easy, but I manage my life well as my guru's blessings are always there, not only for me, but for my daughter as well. Raal is a realization that comes when one surrenders to the giver of knowledge, for the knowledge is seldom given through learning. Rather, it is an energy transfer that happens from a guru to a disciple. The spiritual experience is never a fantasy, short lived. Once we receive Ra initiation, it is still the free will of the individual to grow, expand, and evolve. Any individual can be given the most priceless, precious gift on earth. It will absolutely go to waste if not utilized in real life. In summary, if a person gets initiated into Raal based on how sincere and open the practitioner is, the deeper the awakening will be. More regular the practice, the more realization of and about the self. It is a beautiful journey where the inner self and outer nature environment merge, recognize each other. We in Raal, we are experiencing this, and we want as many of you, if not all of you, to join us in this beautiful, joyous, soul and self-fulfilling journey of Ra. As the crow cries out to all his friends, if something good and nutritious is found. I cry out to all of you, come one, come all, join our Raal sessions. Join our organization, Soul Searchers. Let us all walk on the path of light, be guided by the light, and reap all the harvest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaskar.